There's two things I really like to do. I like to gamble and I like to make money. So I knew pretty early on in my career, a lot of people, they wanted to be doctors, NBA players, baseball players, right? Lawyers. I wanted to gamble and I wanted to actually make money. So this video is going to be about no BS, how to make money gambling. And I want to make a couple things very clear. Number one, I'm not a movie producer. Not going to be super fancy edits, but this video is no BS. I'm going to explain how to get an edge over the casinos and how you can win long term. This isn't a, BS, how to rig a slot machine video. That's not the point of this video. So my name's Alex Monahan. I graduated from Stanford in math and computer science, and I've been gambling for a while. I mean, going back to college, playing poker on the weekends, going to the tables, beating people. I'm all about getting an edge over the casinos. I love to gamble, and hopefully I can help you become a better gambler in this video. So there's no BS, no fluff, and it requires hard work. That's one thing I want to make very clear from the get-go, is there's no, turn $10 into $1 million overnight. That's not what this video is going to be about. This video is about how to get an edge in certain casino games and win long term, right? So unfortunately, it requires hard work. It requires time. So if you're not interested in that, I recommend you go to another video. You honestly go to another channel. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, right? We're going to be talking about how to get an edge over the casinos. If you love gambling, if you're willing to put in the work, you can absolutely make money gambling. And that's what I'm gonna, hopefully share with you in this video. So hopefully you're, give me till the end of this video to kind of go through some basic things that really helped me when I started out. So the first thing that's really important is you need to understand there are games you can win and there are games you can't win. So what I mean by that is take a game like roulette or slots. You may be able to go into the casino, right? And you may be able to make money in one night playing slots, but long term, you are never gonna make money playing slots. It is not a game you can win. There's no skill involved. You need to focus on skill-based games where you can actually get a mathematical edge and win long term. And basically there's three forms of gambling I've personally made money in, and you can make money doing all of them. The first one is poker, right? There are professional poker players. This is a game, a casino game where you can get an edge and win long term, whether you're playing online poker or whether you're playing in Vegas. The second is day trading, right? Trading, financial markets. You can make money day trading. It's pretty hard, but you can do it, right? There are people who trade full-time for a living. My previous job, I was a quantitative trader on Wall Street, right? So gambling in financial markets was literally what I did because I love gambling. When I first graduated college, well, I was a, trader on Wall Street. I love to gamble. I like to take risk in financial markets. That's another game you can win. The third is sports betting, right? And this is where the majority of my income has come from. You can see a bunch of sportsbook profit and loss statements right here. And I don't say this to just brag or whatever. The point is to show you sports betting is something where you can actually get a mathematical edge and win long term. So there are three forms of gambling where I've personally made a lot of money: trading, poker, and sports betting. So my recommendation to you would be think about which is your favorite, whatever. You can do some research and then learn the strategies on how you can actually get an edge and actually make money. And that's what we're kind of gonna talk about next. So if you want to learn how to play poker, there are tons of great resources online breaking down the math behind poker, when you should call, when you should fold, all sorts of stuff like that, right? Tons and tons of resources. If you have any questions, you can always email me. I want to be a resource. I want to help you guys make money off the casinos, so don't hesitate to reach out. But really, this is a sports betting YouTube channel, and the reason is I believe it's a lot easier to make money sports betting compared to day trading, compared to playing poker. And the reason is typically when you're playing poker, the other players are really good, right? When you go into a casino in Las Vegas, the other people sitting at the poker table are really smart. They understand the strategy inside and out, and you're competing against them, right? Poker is a zero-sum game. You win or your opponents make money off you.
Pay that man his money.
So you're competing against other people. So you can absolutely make money playing poker, but you really have to know what you're doing if you're going into a Vegas high stakes table. Same thing for day trading, is it's just a little more complicated. So the learning curve is higher, which is why I recommend for anyone who wants to make money gambling, Start out with sports betting, right? I'll explain to you in the rest of this video a couple of strategies you can implement to start making money sports betting, and it's pretty fascinating stuff. So again, like everything I'm gonna say, you can verify online. So the strategy that I used to make my first $40,000 of sports betting, it's called arbitrage betting. In arbitrage, it sounds like a really big word, but it's pretty simple, right? Is essentially all these sports books, Caesars, Bet365, DraftKings, FanDuel, they all have different odds from one another, right? So essentially, sometimes their models get so out of sync with one another that you can place a bet on equal and opposite outcomes on two different sports books and lock in a risk-free profit, right? So for example, imagine the Dodgers are playing the Angels, right? Sometimes there are scenarios where you can bet the Dodgers on Bet365, you can bet the Angels on, say, MGM, and lock in a risk-free profit due to massive discrepancies in sportsbook odds. And again, this isn't super common, it's rare, so you probably are going to need software to identify arbitrage opportunities, but this is how I made my first $40,000 sports betting, and it's a really easy way to build your bankroll risk-free as a sports bettor. So arbitrage betting, you're taking advantage of inefficiencies in the market, and OddsJam has a betting tool for arbitrage. So it's pretty simple to use. You just kind of select the sports books you use and it shows you arbitrage bets. So here's a perfect example, right? Bryce Miller over under 5.5 strikeouts. He's always going to go over or under, but what's crazy here is there are massive discrepancies in the odds, right? That OddsJam is pointing out. So Bryce Miller's over is plus 115 odds on Bovada. His under is plus 105 odds on Flip. So just imagine, right? If you put $100 on the over, $100 on the under, if he goes over, right, you're going to win $115 betting his over, you're going to lose 100 on Flip betting his under. So you're going to win $115 on Bovada taking his over, you're going to lose $100 taking his under on Flip. You're up $15. On the other hand, if he goes under 5.5 strikeouts, you lose $100 on Bovada taking his over 5.5, and you make $105 in profit on Flip. So that's essentially arbitrage betting. You're locking in a risk-free profit due to major differences in sportsbook odds.